Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to the episode of my F1 2019 Manager Career Mode here with Red Bull for round number 3 at the Chinese Grand Prix in this season. If you guys did miss the previous one, then be sure to go check the one out before. You see, this one was a very fiery episode, I'll say. You can probably guess why by the title and the thumbnail of that previous episode. But we're here for round number 3, coming off the back of a pretty decent episode, I guess. Could have been a lot better for Verstappen, but, you know, things happen, racing happens. Hopefully this time round we can have a bit of a clean episode for Verstappen. We can really see what he's capable of here. But we're going to move into China, then we've got an interview off the back of last episode. Wehrlein had to apologise. It's the standard champagne question, ain't it? So we're going to just go with that standard answer. That will improve the marketability there. Crash heavy in Dubai calls for stronger safety precautions, apparently. Wehrlein saying it's a bit of a hollow victory, to be honest. It's great we won, but it doesn't feel like we truly earned it, you know? I don't agree with that because no one we're racing crashed out. Obviously, the two Mercs detonated themselves, but that wasn't anywhere near us, and the Ferrari was actually pretty damn strong. We only just about beat one of them with Verstappen, and we beat both of them with Wehrlein for a win, and so Wehrlein is the one who gets the first win of the season compared to those two. I thought it would have been Verstappen, but the reigning world champion yet to get a victory. He got on the podium, though, last time out, so improvements there, and obviously he did get screwed over a little bit with the ERS. Same with Wehrlein, but he would have definitely been up into P2 at least, minimum, without that ERS issue. We're going to build another part because we don't have anything going on at the moment. In terms of what we need to build, I think, to be honest, it looks like the engine. We could do suspension, but I think engine is worth doing. So straight away, we're going to make a brand new Porsche engine, even though I thought it was going to be a massive step up for us. Seems like Mercedes have also ramped up their development, to be honest. So I don't actually, none of these components are great. We've got fuel efficiency improved. That's pretty good, I guess. Maybe that is worth taking in. But we've got top end speed plus 25 for risk level. The next level onwards, I guess, is a little bit better here. Plus 25, plus 5 reliability, plus 2 days. Still not amazing, though. I can't lie. No denying that. But I'll go for fuel efficiency improved. That'll cost us 1.5 million. It will get done, though, before the next Grand Prix, I think. So we can use it and see how it goes. As we move on then to design engine being finished, and we travel to Beijing pretty damn soon. So that new engine's been done. Let's improve parts. Let's remove all of this. Let's add on that engine and also this one, and let's improve that engine. Let's remove something like this other engine. Which one should we remove? This one has a lesser max. Add that on. I'm going to remove the front wings and everything. We're just going to improve these engines. I'm going to go to... actually, you know what? I'll remove that engine as well. We're going to go to 31.4 and see how that goes in like 2 days' time. Let's see how much that improves. Race report is 40% chance of rain, apparently. Going to go ahead and design another engine here. Go fuel efficiency improved, and then plus 25, plus 5 there. Confirm that's 1.7 million spent. Not too bad. So I'll check this again. Go one or 2 days if we can. Or, oh no, we've got to simulate F2. Get out of the way, man. I don't care about F2. I care about what my engine's looking like before Beijing. Let's go back to this screen, please. Not the HQ. Improve parts. Right. 1 day, 2 day. That is 75%. Let's go to 28.7 and see how that goes for 1 day's improvement there. 1 day, 2 days, 77% looks like. That's pretty good. We'll move this to 22.13 for 1 night. Pascal Wehrlein's got a catwalk model. Plus 40 marketability there. So Wehrlein's become a model. Cool, that's fine. Interview, but potential Ardennes added to the calendar. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd love to see it on the calendar. I don't know if that's going to sway anyone to vote that way. That's a very categorical answer. Can you say for certain the addition of RD would be good for you at Rebel Racing? There's always a sliver of doubt, but I'm quietly confident we'll come out smelling of roses. I'm guessing a bit, of course, but it should really work out for us. I'm going to say C, because if I'm too confident, maybe people will not want to vote for it. If I'm too confident about us doing well there, because other people might be like, oh, Rebel are going to go well there, why should we vote for it? You know what I'm saying? So we're going to move now to Beijing, I think. Let's move on. Yeah, right, Alpine Stars. Tyre selection, medium tyre. Well, we'll go with plenty of super softs as per, and lots of soft tyres, and we just don't need any mediums, do we? We'll take in 2 mediums just in case. Fit parts wise, right, what we're looking at. New engine, going to give that to Verstappen. Give that one to Wehrlein. The better brakes to Verstappen. Wehrlein's content, apparently, so I'll give him something better somewhere else. What can we give him that's better? He's got the better rear wing already. I'll give him the better suspension. And he's delighted. He's delighted. Yeah, that's all good. Okay, I think that's a good mix. I think that's a good mix there. So move on then Practice is going to be clear. Race is going to be clear, apparently, with 40% chance of rain. Maybe, you never know, but let's get into this then and do the usual setup tweaks and whatnot. We're pretty good, actually, last time. Last time was pretty easy for the setups, actually, so he's hoping, again, it's another straightforward kind of setup session for practice for us, round 3. I'm going to send them out on the super soft tyres and check the setups. The setups saved from last season with Gasly when it was raining slightly, so don't know if it's going to be a complete crossover. Obviously, the car has changed a fair bit, but let's have a look here and bring them both back in straight away, and we'll see what's what, and then we'll go out and get the super soft tyre knowledge. Super softs go 25 laps, so it's a 20. If the fuel tank goes 20-ish laps, and again it kind of matches up here. I'm kind of waiting to see. Really nice setups. 1 excellent, 2 greats. That's banging. I'm curious to see if there's any track where the tyres, like the softest compound, goes less than the fuel tank, because that's when the fuel won't be the refueling thing won't dictate the strategy so much. It will be more the tyres again. But if it's not, it's always going to be the fuel that dictates it. Okay, at 97%, I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to go for 8 laps, just get the knowledge first, then we'll maybe do a little bit of tweaking, but I'm pretty happy with how that is at the start. 95 for Wehrlein, so he's not as good apparently, even though he's the same kind of liking level. Oh, not like, I don't know what you want to say. Feedback level, he's given the same levels, but he's a little bit less on the percentage for some reason. But we'll just go out here and get the knowledge first. But yeah, it's an interesting thought there about the tyres versus the fuel. I don't know if there's any track. I'm trying to think. Possibly next race, Portugal, where the tyres are very horrendous, and South Africa as well, where fuel's also very bad, so your tyres will always go longer than the fuel, maybe. But Tondela, tyres are really bad around there, so maybe they're going to go less than the fuel tank will. If it does, that'll be interesting. I kind of hope it will be, because otherwise every race will kind of be very similar in a way in terms of the way you do strategies. It'll just be more sort of the raw pace versus the other cars around us, because Ferrari, you know, I kind of wrote them off last episode at the beginning, but to be fair, they are actually fully there, and Mercedes haven't rocked up yet with a DNF last race. So we're yet to see really where everyone is in the whole pecking order, I guess. Right, 5 minutes to go in this practice session. We should have level 3, or level 2, sorry, on the soft tyres. Maybe just get level 3 by the end, actually, on soft tyres. So I'll have a lot of knowledge to play around with, even though I probably will go with super soft tyres. But Verstappen's all good, Wehrlein's all good. I have tweaked both their setups just now, so I'll see what they're like right at the end of this stint. So I'll bring them in, actually, as the very end of the session. Probably just to sacrifice that level 3 on softs, because I want to quickly see what their setup's like, just to have a looky. Nah, well, I'm backwards with Wehrlein then. Even though he said handling was spot on the team radio, he didn't like it, so we're going to use that setup now. I will use that setup in the race, and then with Verstappen, he's the same way. He hasn't changed, actually, and percentage-wise, he's not changed either, even though there was a difference between this setup and the other one. So a bit baffling, but that's fine. We'll sit them in the garage. They're so close to level 3, but we're not going to use soft tyres. We're definitely going to use super softs. It's just definitely going to happen, just the way it goes with the refueling. Right, so lads, done a good job. Setup's looking pretty good. Wehrlein, you will be good once we revert back your setup. Let's now check the random grid order. But again, Ferrari genuinely looking on pace, actually. I'm kind of sorry to them. I wrote them off. I thought they weren't going to be anywhere, but they're very much there. Da Costa and Rossi, and Mercedes are the ones on the back foot a little bit behind us. Definitely. And Vettel on the Renault is also looking pretty handy, though. He's quite close to the Mercedes car. So let's see what the random grid's like. And it might be another race versus the Ferrari cars. And maybe Merc want to jump in at China. In real life, they're usually quite good around China. But 16th and 21st. So not too great there. But Verstappen starts ahead of Wehrlein now. So he has a better chance of doing well in this race versus his teammate. Rossi's on pole. That's going to be frustrating. So Rossi will have a very good chance of winning this Grand Prix then. Hamilton's in the middle somewhere. Da Costa's ahead of us as well, but we could try and overtake him with Verstappen. You never know. So let's check this out. So super soft race trim. Super soft race trim. I'm assuming the fuel and the tyres will be kind of lining up. 64 laps. The fuel tank is a 26-lap fuel tank, so pretty much, yeah, bang on, spot on with the tyres as well. So that's pretty damn good. So, yeah, we'll start off with the maximum fuel. Verstappen's all good. I'll revert back to this setup with Wehrlein there, the 95 one, and start on super soft as well. Same amount of fuel as well. Strategy, attack, overtake, overtake. Right, boys. Third time lucky. Could we have a completely clean race with maybe no ERS issues? I'm definitely going to go with only maximum 25% on the charge on ERS, because I don't want to risk it. Don't want to lose ERS, especially with Verstappen. I think it's time for him to to do well this race, hopefully, after being screwed over twice now. One by myself in the first race, and then a natural kind of mistake in the pit lane in race number 2. Right, let's get into this then. Verstappen P16, Wehrlein 21st place. Let's focus on Verstappen. 5 red lights to the Chinese GP, and we're on the way. It's a good getaway there for Verstappen. Wehrlein's down 1 position. We bunch up though, and Wehrlein comes back at Verstappen. They're side by side now, so very, very close stuff there, but not amazing getaway. Trying to get through the traffic as we wind through the S section. Bit of traffic there for both cars, really. It's 3 wide for Verstappen down the inside of the Renault, of Vettel that is actually. Funnily enough, we're up into P14 now. Wehrlein back down to 21st as Verstappen dives to the inside of 1, 2, nearly 3 cars there. He's on the outside of Da Costa. Meanwhile, Rossi, no surprise, is still out in the lead from pole position. But go on, Verstappen, doing a very good job. He's got Da Costa. Good stuff. Let's use ERS as we get onto the new lap there. Let's use it all. Try and get past 1, 2 cars maybe. Come on, come on. Keep using it on the exit. There we go. Nice. Wehrlein P16. Let's use some of it now here, mate, and try and close up on this next corner. A bit of traffic here, but right, Wehrlein going down the inside of 1, 2, 3. Nearly 4 cars. Come on. Good stuff on the outside. Is it going to be? Yeah, there we go. P13. Let's save some ERS now. We'll go auto, and I'll let you do your own thing there. With Verstappen, we saved a lot. We're P9. We're being closed down by the Haas, who's using ERS back, so we'll use it back as well. And use some as we go through then. Come on. There we go. More like it. P7. Bit of contact there with the Toro Rosso, who's got damage. What the hell was Hulkenberg thinking? Apparently, Hulkenberg's got a puncture there. He's on literally no tyre wear. So I think what happened there was Verstappen hit Hulkenberg in the Toro Rosso car. He's got a puncture. I think that's what's happened. I think Hulkenberg's still in the Toro Rosso these days. Yes, he is, and he's down the order. Wehrlein now up into P7. Somehow, Wehrlein just jumped out of nowhere up into P7. And Verstappen's P6 now. P5. Oh, driving mistake there. That's a bit iffy. I didn't know if Wehrlein's going to crash or not. Now they're getting through the grid. Let's use some more ERS, please, boys. Let's go. Use ERS there, Wehrlein. Come on. Up into P4, P3 now. Looking good. Right, go auto and auto there, guys. Looking good. Right, tyres overheated. Let's back this thing up. And let's back this thing up. Right, Hamilton's attacking Verstappen. Hamilton's overtaking Verstappen because we're on backup mode, because I'm trying to bring these tyres back down to temperature, because we pushed very hard for about 5 laps there and really chucked out the tyres. Now we'll go back to neutral and high, and we'll plow on then. Obviously, we've only got 17 laps of fuel. Tyres probably only will go about 15 laps, I'd say, from here. So we're looking fine and dandy for lap 22. But at the moment, Rossi leads the way by 5 seconds, or 6 seconds nearly, to our, and then Hamilton with 2 seconds back from Hamilton. So not looking too bad, actually. So let's use some ERS, actually, try and close up maybe a little bit. Right, worn tyres for Pascal Wehrlein. No worn tyres for Verstappen quite yet, but a sit rep on lap 16 then. Rossi's grown the gap a little bit to our, you can see, 6.6. Then it's still 4 seconds to Hamilton. And then it's 4 seconds to us. So Hamilton's gone away from us a little bit. I've not actually had that much pace, surprisingly, even with turning up the engine a few little times. We're just not got the pace to close up on that Merc for some reason. He's using ERS now. But I think it might be time to push in with Wehrlein and try and get a bit of an undercut going here, potentially, I think. Right, going to charge up 25%, go with a fast pit stop. Super soft tyres again, because I feel like that's just the way to go. Verstappen now, I'm going to start pushing him, even though his tyres are very worn, but going to keep at it now. Go down this straight with a bit of ERS here. Use that. Where is he on the minimap? I can't see where he is on the minimap, but he's using his ERS. Right, let's go save it. Right, Wehrlein, there was no mistake on the pit stop. He needs a bit more charge. Okay, he's saying nice, I've got a bit more charge now. So all good. No issues there. Let's go neutral, though, because we were... The tyres did go off a little bit quicker than I was expecting here, to be fair. So the tyres are actually playing a bit of a factor here. Going to fill up on fuel with Verstappen as well. Recharge by 25%. Fast pit stop. Come in while saving. And let's see how this goes. Ours on soft tyres, so interesting. So they're going a bit more conservative, whereas we're going more aggressive here. Alright, let's see how this goes then. There's a... Are you serious? The battery's broken again. That's really not on. 25% and the battery's broken. Oh, god damn it. Verstappen's still ahead of Wehrlein, but this is going to be tricky now for him to stay ahead, I would think. The only saving grace is Verstappen has this engine, which is better at fuel efficiency compared to Wehrlein, so he can probably push his fuel more. That's the only caveat of Verstappen coming back at Wehrlein in terms of pace without ERS to use. Hamilton is now pit. Rossi's pit. We've jumped We've jumped Hamilton with both drivers. That's good to see. That's very good to see. Right, lap 26, the situation. Da Costa's just pit onto soft tyres. He's in P6. Rossi now leads by 11 seconds, so he's really dominating this GP. He's conserving his tyres, though, quite a fair bit now. Hours in P2. He's conserving his tyres. Verstappen is closing up. Not conserving, just on neutral. And we're closing up. 4 seconds. Come on, Verstappen. You can get that. And Wehrlein's not too far off either. He's in P4. So we've jumped Hamilton, Da Costa. That's good. Mainly Hamilton. We're already ahead of Da Costa, I think. Weren't we? So just trying to close up on Hour now on the Mercedes car. Surprisingly, Hour's doing better than Hamilton here right now. Right, here we go. We're closing up on Hour despite not having ERS. The Williams car gets out of the way. We're gaining, though. We're burning a lot of fuel, but we're gaining. All right, come on, Max. Come on. You're getting close. I think I might do a blast of pushing here on overtake and overtake mode. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's get him. 1.2 gain on that last lap. Come on. Traffic's got in the way majorly. Come on. Blue flags, man. Get out of the damn way, Toro Rosso. Right, closing up. Closing up. Got to make that move now, mate. Got to make the move now. Come on, come on, come on. We're going to go high fuel. Got to go neutral now. You've got to make the move. There we go. Neutral and high. Made the move. Lovely stuff. Love your work. Conserve that now, mate. Let's go. Let's go. Second place got. He's going to come back with ERS a little bit. So let's go overtake mode. Let's push that a bit more. It's going to be a 3-stop, I think, for us today. But a nice aggressive strategy. Working out well. All right, Sergio Perez retired. Mechanical issue. Major engine failure for him. How are we looking on engine wear? 50% wear. That's all right. That's all right. Front wing's a little bit iffy with Wehrlein. But we gained 2.4 on that last lap there. Looking good. That's a lot of the traffic, though, as well. And Wehrlein's now in P3. I missed that. Wehrlein's P3. Hour dropped off big time. Hour massively dropped off. He's got an injury, to be fair. I think you can see there he's got an injury. So Wehrlein's now P3. So a P2, P3. Looking good. So now, can we do anything about this 14-second gap to Rossi? He started on pole, so he's always going to have this gap, to be fair. So now it's just what we can do against Rossi. Kind of have to hope that his conservative strategy is not going to work out eventually. And the interesting thing now is Wehrlein is catching Verstappen very much so. They're in the same exact strategy, but Wehrlein is catching Verstappen. So that's interesting. Wehrlein just genuinely has a lot of decent pace here right now in this stint. I don't know if Verstappen got held up in a lot of traffic or what. Didn't really see it much. But both now on the same kind of fuel levels and tyre wear levels. We're getting past the 18 lap mark. So we've gone longer on this set of super soft tyres, which is very good to see. So I'll go medium and medium, stretch this still a bit more. Right, I'm conserving for these drivers now. Wehrlein's massively conserving. He's been overtaken by Hour now. 25 laps to go, I think that said, didn't it? 25 laps to go. Ooh, that's tricky. Right, we'll go on for one more lap, Wehrlein. Overtake mode. Let's go for one more lap then, mate. One more lap and... Ooh, Verstappen's not got fuel, though. You do have fuel. Right, go high, pushing... Verstappen, you're coming in now, mate. You've got a pit now. You've got very low fuel. Right, 25 laps. We should be able to do that on super softs. Fill up. Should have enough fuel for the race. For that stint. Only 1 lap's worth of fuel extra for the race, but it's better than nothing. Right, Wehrlein, you're going to be iffy on fuel. Oh, my God, you're going to be very iffy on fuel. Right, Verstappen's in. Okay, filling up on fuel. 27 laps, all good. No ERS because we've disabled it because that's really annoying, but we'll go... on medium and high. Right, Wehrlein's attacking on this lap. Let's use ERS, please, in. We're going to need it. Use all the ERS we can because Hamilton's closing in. Right, pit in. Super soft tyres. Fuel options fill up. Parkinson's fine. Recharge. I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk it. Right, save. Come in. Pit stop. Bit of a faster pit stop because no ERS recharge and no disabled recharge. We're in P6, so we're back behind Da Costa, but he's on worn softs. Hamilton's worn softs. Hour's on worn softs. Rossi's on worn softs. Let's hope this pays off, eh? Right, Hour's pit. He's behind us now. He's way behind us. He's P7 now. Massively behind us. So this aggressive strategy is working out for us. Very much so. So I'm just going to keep them both on neutral. I want to keep enough fuel left for the end of this Grand Prix. So I won't be pushing the fuel till lap 50. Then I'll start really pushing it, hammering it down, and try and see what we can do. Right now, there's a massive gap, though, to Hamilton, and a massive gap to Rossi. So I don't see how we're going to win this Grand Prix. I think the best we can hope for is 2-3. It was always going to happen, like I said, though. You know, if you're starting pole on a random grid selection, you're always definitely going to probably end up winning it. And Hamilton, I've just realised, has managed to jump us in this entire thing. He's P2 now. So he's turned up with some very surprising pace, and he's now ahead of us by a fair few seconds there. So actually, you know what? it might not be fully on. We might have a bit of work cut out here to get back into P2 with Verstappen, you know. Right, our pits, so Wehrlein's up into P4 now. So we're 3 and 4, and we're 10 seconds back from that. How has Hamilton got that? Wow. Okay, OP Hamilton's back. I don't know how he got 10 seconds there from us. I guess maybe in the in-lap phase, in the out-lap phase, but he's done a madness there. So P3, 4, I think, is what we're aiming for, to be honest here. I think we're just kind of trying to bring this home now. Going to start pushing the fuel for both drivers. Let's see how this goes. Going to use ERS with Wehrlein as well on this lap. Go down to 20%, save some more. Right, 8 laps to go in this Grand Prix. We're just about good on fuel. We've got a little bit of excess to play around with. But the gap is, we brought it down a little bit. It's now, what's that? That's like 7 seconds, so we brought it down by 3 seconds, but the gap is pretty much staying at that now. And Rossi has absolutely waltzed away. 17 seconds, he's dominating this race, dominating it. So Ferrari really are here to fight in the championship. Who would have thought? I really did not think Ferrari were going to be fighting this champion. I thought it would be Red Bull v Mercedes all over again. But no, Ferrari now rocked up here with their new surprise driver lineup of Rossi and Da Costa all change, and they're actually absolutely banging. And we've got park condition now. Issue for a front wing of Wehrlein. He's also got worn tyres. This is going to be a very shaky into the Grand Prix for Pascal, I think. And Verstappen also shaky. The engine is very worn. So we're going to hobble to the end. We've got a big gap to Da Costa, though. 15 seconds. So I think we should be able to hobble to the end in P3 and 4. Right, final lap of the Grand Prix. Going to push like an absolute stab wrap then with Verstappen. Try and get this fast lap of the Grand Prix, maybe. Wehrlein, you may as well push as well, mate. And go high fuel. You're nowhere near Da Costa, so you're all safe, I think. Yeah, you're all safe. 11% tyre wear, though. Not looking great for both these drivers, but let's see. What's the pace like? This first white sector. Actually, Verstappen's tyres are going off the cliff there. Wehrlein's overtaken him. I'm going to... I can't even say allow teammate through. I can do, but I don't know if he will be let through. Verstappen's tyres have gone off the cliff. Wehrlein's are okay for now. That's a real shame. Actually, what's gone wrong with him? Nothing more now. I don't know what's... He's slowing down massively. Is that just his tyre wear? That can't just be his tyre wear. His car's not broken. That was a very weird ending for Verstappen. He didn't run out of fuel either. Very odd ending for Verstappen there. And that was not me. That was just Wehrlein overtaking him. I even said allow a teammate through to try and let him back through. I don't know what happened there. I know Verstappen hit 8% tyre wear, but Wehrlein was a 9%. But Verstappen was slowing down as if he was running out of fuel, had a mechanical issue, but his car's nowhere near the red zone, whereas Wehrlein is, and he had fuel left. He had half a lap left of fuel. So that's a very odd ending. I don't know what Verstappen was playing at there, but he's finished up in P4 instead, and Wehrlein's P3. Rossi, though, has won the Grand Prix, so it's 2 wins for Ferrari so far this season. Did not think that was going to be the case. Definitely not. Right, Rossi got the fast lap of the Grand Prix as well, so it's a third-place trophy for Wehrlein. I thought it was going to be a third place for Verstappen, I can't lie. Wehrlein still ahead in the championship by 3 points to Rossi now, but Ferrari drivers are giving some good pressure. Verstappen still maintaining P4, though, that's good. Constructors with 17 points back from Ferrari. Still have work to do on this car, clearly, to try and match Ferrari. This is a lot more interesting than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a bit of an easier time for us, but these guys are rapid. Very rapid. And the strategies are hard to play around with refueling. It's actually harder to get back into a race from a lower down random grid slot. Like, if you're P1 there, Rossi just dominated. Like, he was flying. Right, we get 1.8 million in the bank. That's still good. All in the green still. But obviously, the pressure might ramp up a little bit because we didn't get first place there. Our morale improved from last episode because we won. But this one will decrease. Let's see. We've got, yeah, -5 there for Beijing. We'll see how it goes. For now, I'm not on thin ice. For now, I'm still very secure on the job security, so that's all good. So, guys, if you did enjoy that episode, be sure to smash the like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're new around here, subscribe for weekly Formula content. That was a very intriguing one, and I think next time out, Portugal, I reckon the tyre wear is going to be a madness there, and so we could get an even harder race at Portugal, because it usually always is a hard one. And obviously, we've got now a home man, Da Costa, going to the home Grand Prix then, so he'll be turning up probably, maybe. So let's see about that. But till then, guys, hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.